Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. The 7th anniversary progression event just went live, as well as a lot of other stuff that's very important. One of the craziest things is the anniversary event day 4. I cannot wait to tell you everything that I found out about this. As always, you will find timestamps to jump to the part that interests you the most. And as usual, we are going to start with the progression event. I opened the list here from Piero already. Thank you so much for sharing it in the Discord always, Piero. That's super awesome. Love what you are doing for the community, man. On level 1, we are getting 50 season tokens. On level 2, we get only a little bit of temporary bonus power. Then it starts getting interesting here on level 3 with the experience for the event pass if you didn't complete it yet. Then we have the new miner, which is the Roller 7 coin with 1% bonus power and 50k mining power. This one as a base version is a really bad miner, actually, not gonna lie. But when you are merging it, it actually becomes a really good miner. As you can see here on level 8, you get this miner on tier 2 already, and it more than doubles in bonus power, so this is pretty crazy. Also the actual mining power 4x in this case, so this is pretty cool. But there's a tiny mini thing to this, because this miner is infinitely expensive to actually merge it. We're gonna get into detail in that in a moment here. On level 5 you get a Berg Edge here with 170k mining power and 0.6% bonus power. The Bit Ace is kind of useless. By now probably every one of you guys has this one as well. Then we get the Roller 7 coin here another time, so we could technically merge them now to the tier 2 version. And on level 8 we get another one of these, so we can make it the tier 3 version. But to make this a tier 3 version, guys, it is really expensive actually. I opened the list here for us. So we have the 2 tier 2s. We need to only merge 1 tier 1, which already starts really expensive in my opinion. And the tier 2 version, to make it a tier 3 version, you need 140 of these green parts here, which at the moment, because of the merging quest from the puzzle event, might not be so expensive. But here you already 2 tier 3 have a merging fee of 3.3 roller token, and it keeps getting worse in this miner. If you wanted to get to level 4 in this one, then you need to already spend 8.6 roller token in merging fee and 16 of the blue parts. And here in the progression event, you actually get enough miners. I'm gonna fast forward a tiny bit to make this a tier 6 version in the future, right? You get one on level 5, the Roller 7 coin here already with 20p in mining power and 25% bonus power. The miner itself is really good, but seeing the exponentially insane growth of price that it costs to merge this, the last craft here will cost you like 450 extra roller token, even if you get all of the rewards from the progression event. And seeing those numbers, it's a little bit scary actually, because this is the most expensive progression event that I ever saw, I think. Here you need 43 million points to actually get to 35 rewards. And if you wanted to go here, you need a multiplier that's really high. You would need to open approximate 700 loot boxes with a 30x multiplier, which is almost $150 worth of Dogecoin at this point. This is completely crazy, guys. And in my opinion, actually nobody should aim to get all of the rewards here if you do not have like $400 or $500 that you wanted to invest into the game at this moment, because it will be very impossible to actually get to this point because of the nature of this progression event. But that being said, if you have a lot of currency laying around, and more specifically Dogecoin at the moment, because it has a 35% discount, then technically you can go for it. While this is the most expensive thing that I ever saw, this is also the best progression event in terms of those numbers that you see down here. You get in total 84p in mining power and almost 100% bonus power from a single event, and that is completely insane. And also it has a lot of future potential if you happen to get a lot of roller token in the future, and you can merge this miner here to the maximum, because on maximum that miner happens to have 50% bonus power and 50p in mining power, so this is huge. But of course the price is a little insane. But there's also other stuff that you get here that has a lot of bonus power, as I say, 10% here, 8%, 5%. The base power of almost all of the miners is very high. Also, you don't really immediately need to merge this Roller 7 coin. You can just wait it out and just place them as they come, because this one on the base version here on level 4 already has 5p and 10%, and combined you will have so much mining power standing around now that you wouldn't have had without this progression event. So I think the price is actually relatively reasonable, thinking about the crazy amount of mining power and the bonus power. But as I said, if you're not having like $100 million worth of some currency lying around, then it's probably not worth it to actually try to get to the last rewards here. So what should you aim for? In my opinion, this time the only thing you should really consider aiming for is the level 7 here, where you get the actual Rollercoin 7 the second time. And this is as high as free-to-play players probably can go, and that is with actually actually already counting that you spend some of your roller token into the anniversary packages, because with just playing games this will be impossible to reach. So you would need to spend some roller token and play an infinite amount of games, and then you can make this a tier 2 version. On tier 2 it has a relatively reasonable price, and it comes with 2.5% at that point and with 200k in mining power. So that is what I think you should do. Anything else is kind of impossible to reach if you don't push the multiplier. So in my opinion, this progression event is a little bit overpriced, but of course it has a lot of mining power. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, what you think about the progression event for the 7th anniversary. I wish it would have been a little bit better, or let's say a little bit cheaper at this point, but overall I think that the miners are completely out of this world and they are crazy if you would get them. Let's get into the most insane thing, the Cake 7. This one you will find for the next 24 hours when you go here in the front and click the Anniversary Advent Day 4 button. Seeing the merge of this miner, everyone will be able to afford this. This is completely insane, guys. As you can see here, I already purchased some of the parts because I intend to make this a tier 6 version, the Unreal one. And on level 6 this comes with 40p in mining power and 9% bonus power, and it only costs 2 roller token in merging fee to go all the way from level 5 to level 6. And the other merges are relatively cheap as well. This one costs you only one of the epic fans and 1 roller token. This one here is super cheap as well. To make it a tier 4 version you need only one of the blue fans and 0.3 roller token, and the miner itself, as I showed you here, costs you only 1 roller token. So you would need to purchase this one 32 times, which then comes at 30.4 roller token. And to get this one all the way to Unreal here on tier 6 with this 40p and 9%, you need less than 90 roller token for the actual parts and merging fees. So in total you will spend around 120 roller token to make this miner an Unreal version. And I would even think one step further than that. I think it is worth it at this point to make a level 6 version and also a level 5 version and maybe even a level 4 version, because this miner is very inexpensive. Maybe parts go a little bit up now, but that does not really play a huge role in this miner because you need such a tiny amount of parts and the actual merging fee is so low. So I really recommend you guys, if you have some of the currency lying around and you might not want to actually progress in the progression event, then at least get your hands on this miner in the next 24 hours, because this is a very good deal, and I think this has a very good price and it's super fair compared to the progression event. I'm really happy that we have at least a very good sale like this one, and this is not the only sale that is very good. We have the Anniversary 7th sale, and this one is insane, guys. For 60 roller token you get the Minerversary tree, but this is the actual legacy version. It comes with 7.5% and 2.7p in mining power, so this is very good. You get the Rollerversary 6, this one has 3p in power and 3%, this is also very good, and the Surprise Celebration on top of that with another 1.5p and 5% bonus power. So in total you have 15.5% bonus power and around 6p in mining power. Also you get some of those useless speed up items, and you get 1k of the season tokens. So this package itself has a very good value. You would get a lot of money back by reselling these season tokens in the form of parts in the marketplace, and you get to keep all of the miners and these useless items here. Also you get some useless bonus power for the next 7 days for what it matters here. But the actual package, as I said, is very good, and if you would wanted to purchase those miners single, then you need to spend a lot more roller token. The only moment I recommend you purchase more of those miners that are single versions down here is if you are actually trying to merge those miners into the higher tiers. All of the miners can be merged except for the Minerversary tree, because this is the legacy version. You see this star here? That means that it is not the actual miner that you can find here inside of the storage. As you can see here, it has only 5% bonus power and can be merged, but this one comes with 7.5% bonus power and also has higher mining power, so this is a complete different miner. But what you can merge is the Rollerversary 6 and the other miner, and those ones have fairly good merges and they come with a lot of bonus power when you merge them. To make up your mind, if you wanted to purchase this one for example 3 times and another 1 copy here, then you could make the miner an actual tier 3 version, and this costs you 400 of the green fans and also 10 roller token in merging fee, as well as 2 times 8,000 of the white fans and 2 times almost 4 roller token. So for that the miner is pretty good, I would say, and the merge is kind of okay priced. And also you could wait for a merging event in the future again, so that you basically just wait it out and merge this while it is 50% discounted, and then the merge gets even better. And same applies to the Surprise Celebration. This one costs you 220 of these green fans and also here down 4.3k of the white ones. Here the bonus power power is not exponentially growing too much, but the actual base mining power is getting better and better the higher you go. So both of the miners are having actually good merges, but now you need to make up your mind if that is something that you would want to do, because the actual merge costs you a bit of Rollertoken on top of the purchase price of the packages, and the miners are of course not free, so you would need to purchase this one here, for example, 3 times and 1 time the package up here, and that would be a cost of around 130 Rollertoken to make this a tier 3 version. Plus, of course, you need to keep in mind the merging fee and the part costs. And then if you would wanted to make this one also a level 3 version, then you would need another like 48 Rollertoken. So this is gonna get really expensive really fast, depending on the amount of miners that you wanna make to tier 3. And if you wanted to get all the way to tier 4, then of course you would need to purchase this one 8 times in total. So basically 2 times the package that you see up here and another 6 copies of this. And then it gets really expensive, guys. As you can see here, it has 51p in mining power and 11% bonus power, so I think the miner is really good, guys. And if you have a lot of Rollertoken left and you don't want to actually progress in the progression event, then this is another something that you could aim for potentially, where you can invest your Rollertoken now to get something really good in return. I don't really recommend going for the progression event at this point, because all of the other stuff that's ongoing at the moment is so much better than the actual progression event, but that's only my personal opinion, guys. If you think that the progression event is absolutely worth it for you, then by no means you can still do that. Another thing ongoing is the crafting offer, and here you can get the turn skin hammer with 200k in mining power. This one can be sold in the marketplace as well as all the other miners too, so this is a very good sign already. We have the mecha fly trap with 500k in mining power and the crypto walker with 770k in mining power. The only thing that I think you should really not craft out of all of these ones is the last craft here, because of the actual amount of money that you would need to make this. This one costs you 3.5k of the fans, which are fairly expensive at the moment, and also 1.2 Rollertoken in crafting price. So this is a definite red flag. You can basically just ignore this one. The other miners are okay priced, and you could craft them at least like 1 time or maybe 2 times to make them a level 2 version, but further than that I probably would not recommend to go, because they get really expensive at that point, and I think there is better stuff where you can put your Rollertoken into. Another thing ongoing is the race tournament. This one is a really good race again, where you get 1k points for playing games. This is a very free to play friendly race again, and the first place here gets 1k season tokens and the miner that's already merged on a higher tier, so this is a very good thing. This miner also has a lot of bonus power if I remember correctly, so it's actually worth it to give this a try, and you would get 1k points also for opening loot boxes. So people that only get points by winning games have an actually good chance this time again to get some really good rewards in this race, and I really like the races where we get 1k points per one game. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I'm really curious about your opinion about the 7th anniversary of Rollercoin. I'm really hyped about the actual sales that are ongoing. Have a nice weekend, everyone. Good luck in the event, and I see you in the next one. Bye!